All right. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Happy Thursday. Happy, beautiful Thursday. I hope you all are having a lovely afternoon. Today, I'm live here with my wonderful client, Sukh, who has went through the Living Proof Living Light Reset program. Sukh is in his 40s. He was struggling with poor energy. He wanted to get off of his high blood pressure medication, his diabetes medication, improve his digestion, and of course, lose that stubborn weight that was just not coming off. Today, I want to introduce you to Sukh and share his amazing story on how he was able to release 45 pounds and regain his health. So, a big applause to Sukh.
Hi, everybody. My name's Sukh, and hopefully you guys will learn something from what me and Alice go through today.
So, I'm curious to know what brought you to Living Proof.
To be honest, I've had friends. I'm a chiropractor myself, so I knew Sachin from back in school, and I knew he had started this. I had another friend who started doing some of the functional medicine type of stuff. And you know what? Doing things on my own for 7, 8 years and always like yo-yoing with my weight up and down. Health is good. Now it's bad. Now it's borderline. I just got tired of it. So I reached out to Sachin one day just off his Facebook post. And I was like, bro, I need to get some information. I want to chat and see if this is a good fit for me. And we connected later that day. We had a good half-hour conversation. And I was like, you know what? This is something that I really want to do. And that's how I started.
Mm. And what did you try prior to coming to the Living Proof?
Like I said, being a chiropractor, you learn a lot about nutrition and wellness and stuff. So I did a lot of my own type of stuff. You could say like a modified Atkins, or I would just be like, you know what, I'm just going to cut out carbs and alcohol for 3 months and do this. So I'd always go down, and then the hardest part was trying to maintain, and then I'd find like I would eventually just put the weight on. So it's been like a real up and down struggle for 8 or 9 years for me. Other than that, just bad diets you hear about, you tried, like I've tried a few different things. Some of them I stuck with, some of them I didn't like. And really that's just what it was, is like try something that seems to have been proven time and time again, is what I found out from Sachin.
Yeah, and there's no shortage on the internet of information. There's almost too much. You're bombarded with, like you said, this fad or try this fad, and it's just an overwhelming amount of information sometimes that we don't even know where to begin. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's nice to have kind of a catered and specific plan that is proven that you can follow and that works and is relatively very quick, 10 weeks time. So, what did you find different about this approach compared to other programs or other things that you've tried in the past?
Well, the other things were mostly just what I wanted to kind of experiment with, but I found with this one, it focuses on everything, which I found to be a real plus. So not only does it look at my physical health, my mental health, my spiritual health. So I've learned to incorporate a lot of these. And as you progress through the program, I found like I gained a deeper understanding and appreciation for myself, for nature, for the environment, for the people around me. And I think that's really what helps. It's easy to get off track with stresses that happen in your life and things that happen. But I found with this, I learned a lot of coping mechanisms just with everyday stuff like the 5-5-5 rule, etc., different breathing techniques. And I think that the biggest thing for me was remembering to always focus on the parasympathetic nervous system when going through this. And I think that's what a lot of people don't realize, how big of a factor that actually is when trying to maintain and get to an optimal health state. And by no means am I optimal yet, but I feel I'm on the right track. And I mean, you know it from today, right? It's 49.6 pounds lost in like what, six weeks, 6.5 weeks. And I'm rounding up to 50 because that's a big plus. And today was that first day under 200, and I haven't seen that in maybe 7.5, 8 years. So I'm really pumped about that.
That's a huge win. Wow, I can't believe it's up to 50 now. You know, you've just been blowing it out of the water, and I'm so proud of you for committing to yourself and saying yes to yourself. And you know, it even shows right now in the interview being outside, you know, taking every opportunity to step outside and enjoy nature, and get that sunlight, get that fresh air. So, super awesome. You've
Absolutely.
done amazing work.
Thank you. And thanks for your help. Without you, I wouldn't have done it, girl.
My
Yeah.
absolute pleasure. My
You're an
absolute
angel.
pleasure.
Yeah. You need
So,
that support. And it's really good. And it's another thing when we were talking about the program, getting that support when you need it and at the times you need it, and getting that good feedback, that positive energy really helps to keep you on track and motivate you to go further.
I'm so glad that you had such a positive experience, and it's my absolute pleasure to be a part of your journey, you know, and to be there for every step of the way. So it's been an absolute pleasure on my end as well.
Thank you.
And what would you say put you over the edge to take action and join this program?
You know what? I think it was just routinely getting like, blood work done, getting your physical done. And I had just the doctor being like, okay, you're borderline this. Okay, now why don't we start this? We're going to start 5 milligrams. You know what? Yeah, you're pre-diabetic. Now you're diabetic. Get on these medications. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to be on any of this. I know like I've done it before and I can do it again. But the problem was, like I said, it's like you maintain good health and you're good for 6, 7 months. And then before you know it, 4 or 5 months later, you're hitting those borderlines, or your sugars are a little bit higher than what they should be. So I think one of the biggest things was I wanted to feel young, feel energy, get back in shape, and I wanted to toss all these medications in the trash. And that was it for me. I didn't like the routine of having it, and my wife's a pharmacist, by the way, right? So she was always like, we're gonna get you a little pill box, so you know what to take when. And I was like, no, I don't want to do this. Like when I think of pill boxes and people doing this, like senior citizens, you know what I mean? And I was like, I'm nowhere near that, nor do I ever want to be like that. And then it's like today you started this one, tomorrow they're gonna start a next one, which is actually what happened. Is like this medicine starts giving you some acid reflux, so now they're going to put me on this. And I was like, you know what? It's been 5, 6 months of this nonsense, and I want out.
And I'm so happy you have the awareness to know that and know that you don't want to go down this path. You're nipping it in the butt before it even gets there. So that's super awesome. And a follow-up question, can you share some of the results that you've seen after going through the program? Of course, you've lost 49 pounds, a whopping 49 pounds, which is
49.6.
49.6.
I'm proud of that. That 0.6 brought me under, right? So
It
yeah,
matters.
it matters. It matters.
So, any other results that you've seen, post weight loss or on top of the weight loss that you've noticed?
The energy level, right? I find that, I'm really full of life, love, energy. Um, I just want to be go, go, go all the time. I want to interact with my kids, my wife. I mean, I'm still practicing seeing patients. And it rubs off that positive energy, that good nature. I see it playing a big difference in practice when I'm actually seeing patients and stuff now too. And I think that's really it for me. And even having like these compliments from outsiders or people you haven't seen for a while. Wow, doc, you look younger, right? You look like you're 28 now. I was like, no, I'm far from it. But you can tell that they've seen the change and they know it's a change, the bounce of my step and the way you look. And the best thing for me, the biggest results, like I said, I'm off my diabetes medication. And that was within, I think, 2 weeks. I stopped taking the medication completely, and I've never had. If anything, I worry about my sugar being too low now. I mean, there's times when I get up in the morning, I check and it's 4.4. I'm like, whoa, that's a little bit borderline low, right? But then you just adjust because now I've learned how to adjust what to add more of into my diet, what to kind of take out, stuff like that. I just met the family doctor yesterday, and he's like, okay, start doing a half tablet every day, and then eventually we're going to do every other day and get off it. So the plan is within 2 weeks be off the hypertension meds. I've never had acid reflux pretty much since day 2 or 3 of starting this. I never once had like any type of acid reflux. Otherwise, there are times where I would kind of wake up at night, with little bit of acid in my throat, kind of choking, coughing, right? And when it comes to sleep too, that's the other plus, right? So now my sleep isn't disturbed, right? And the aura ring is really helping me. And now I look forward to trying to get that little crown on top of my readiness score and my sleep score, right? So it's like I was hitting 80s and stuff, and now it's like 86, 89, 90, right? So and it's just another positive motivating factor. You get the little crown and you feel good about yourself. I did it, right? And tomorrow I'm going to try to do a little bit better. So these are all the pluses that I've picked up, and I'm sure there's a lot more pluses to come. I mean, like I'm 6.5 weeks. I got like another 3.5 weeks to do, and then decide what I'm going to go and do from there. But positive, positive, positive all the way around. Nothing negative.
Beautiful. And I can tell that every time we get on a call, you're just radiating. You come with a different energy and with a different zest. And it's so nice to see. And, not to say that it wasn't there previously, but there's just a different glow to you that I'm picking up on, which is beautiful to see.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And what would you say is the best part of working together?
The support. You need that support. You need that somebody to fall back on. I mean, well, Alice, we've discussed, like, I had like a milestone year. There was some family tragedy and stuff, and then just learning how to cope with it. And then otherwise it would have been really easy for me to fall off and be like, forget about all this. Like, why am I doing all this? So having that, and then when you have questions about, is this good? Is this bad? And then you have the Facebook group where you can post and ask questions, right? We have the group chats where you can ask about certain things, and it's not that you get like a simple yes no answer. You'll get like a nice positive thing or somebody who's gone through it, and that they've been through the same thing and they've overcome it. So all that positive reinforcement is absolutely wonderful, and I think it's a real key to being successful.
Yeah, I love that. And I always learn so much too from everybody that's on the program, and getting on calls with you and with the community, and just having, 10 heads instead of just one. It makes the journey that much more enjoyable and that much more exciting. And there's so many learning opportunities. So I love that you were able to throw yourself fully into all of that as well.
Oh, absolutely. If you're going to do it, like, make sure you're committed and you're going to follow through. I mean, it's nothing worthwhile is easy, right? So you have to put in the time, you have to put in the energy, you have to put in the hard work. And to be honest, the first maybe 3-4 days, well, I can't say the first 3, because the first 2 days were really fun doing all the loading and stuff. But the maybe 2 or 3 days after that, so it's a little bit rough getting adjusted. Not even rough, just adjusting your body, your lifestyle, and things like that. But after that, it's been clear sailing. Like, I look forward to waking up, and no joke, like, the first thing I want to do is, like, I got to do my little routine, and I want to weigh myself, right? I want to check my sleep scores. I want to log, like, this is what I look forward to doing, right? And I actually look forward to prepping my meals and eating, because there's certain things that you crave, and it's nutritious, micronutrients, macronutrients, right? The right amount of fruit sugars you're going to get, the right amount of protein, right? And it's overwhelming. It's an awesome thing, is all I can say. Is like, when you're motivated and you feel encouraged to live life to the fullest, that's key. That's probably been the best highlight. Actually looking forward to attacking every day, right? I got up today, I was all pumped to couldn't wait for 2 o'clock to get on with you, right? All these little things are you just look at it in a different light, is all I can really say. You learn to appreciate all these little things, and on top
That's
of that, you appreciate
beautiful.
yourself more, right?
Yes, and you have more time to spend with your family, and you have so much more love to pour into everybody else that's in your life as well. So beautiful, beautiful stuff. This is so awesome to hear all these positive wins. It's lifting my spirits, just hearing about your journey and your
Well,
positivity. It's
well,
infectious.
I'm glad I could do that for you. Awesome.
And what would you say to someone who is thinking about taking the next step and joining the program?
Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't be on. If you're gonna do it, make sure you're committed and do it. It is life altering, life changing, and it is for the best. You will be your best self, is all I can see. Is all I can say. And I see myself becoming even better. I don't know if that makes sense, but like I'm focused on long-term, long-range goals, and I'm looking forward 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 years from now, like where I want to be, what I want to be doing. Um, but stick to it, follow it, and like I said, you have so much support. Like it'll be one of the easiest things that you end up doing.
And where would you think, or where do you think you would be now and your health would be now if you didn't take action when you did?
I'd probably be doing the same cycle that I repeated, right? They'd probably up my medication or up the doses, right? I'd go up, I realize my pants are fitting tighter, or I'm on the very first hole of my belt and be like, okay, I got to do something. And then I'd, come up with some type of, half-ass scheme to, lose some weight, to kind of get in shape myself. Okay, 2, 3 months, good. Okay, I brought it down. I'm kind of borderline. Okay, maybe I'll do another month. And then that's it. Let's go out and get some Burger King or something, you know what I mean? And order in pizza and start doing all these things that at the time you just seem normal, but you realize it was actually garbage. I was putting garbage into myself. Well, you know what I'm talking about. As like, and you don't realize that until you start to learn and understand the nutritional values and what it is you're putting in your body. And when you take away those things, the positive effect it has on your body, right? I mean, I don't know if I told you or mentioned, I used to get like eczema all the time, but I don't know if it's because I cut out the dairy or if I cut out the gluten, but it's clean. There's absolutely nothing, right? And all I'm using is some coconut oil to moisturize. And I mean, it's phenomenal. Like you don't realize, and these are things that you don't expect. So that's another thing to look forward to for anybody who's thinking. It's not only going to do what you expect it to do, but you're going to have a lot of unexpected surprises that's going to benefit your health and your well-being.
I had no idea you were even struggling with eczema. How long was that something that you were struggling with?
Oh, since I was a kid, it would break out in patches sometimes, like behind the knees, the crook of my elbow, right, my hands, my fingers, right, and then just extremely dry skin. And then you're using topical steroids, you're using this, you're using that, and then a breakout happens. Yeah, it heals up after a week, and then a couple of weeks later, it happens again. And it's something that I just realized as I was going through that, hey, nothing has happened, nothing has happened. And usually, this allergy time, this time when it's like humid and dry, these things will end, and nothing has happened.
Thank you so much for sharing your amazing, amazing journey. I'm so happy, just the laundry list of benefits that you found. And, you said that you want to keep striving and keep being better. And health is a journey. It's not a destination, like you said. And I'm so excited for what the future has in store for you, and this new glow that you have, and this new zest that you have for life. I know you're going to go on to do a million amazing things. So thank you so much for
Oh,
taking
no
the
problem.
time.
I'm just getting started. Just getting started. That's the way I see it.
Exactly.
I'm just getting started. So I mean, it's wonderful. So anybody who's thinking of it, like, don't even deliberate. When you do it, you'll see, right? You don't even have to take my word for it. You'll see yourself.
Final message to everyone that's tuning in. What would you like to let them know?
I love you all. Life is great. Life can be better, and strive to be your best, the best that you can be for yourself and for everybody around you.
Beautiful. Thank you so, so much, Sukh. Your energy is so contagious. I love the positivity and the glow. And thank you for taking time out of your day to share your amazing journey. And we're so excited to kind of tune in and to hear more and see more, because your journey is, like you said, just begun.
Hey,
Um,
let's do this. The program will be done like 3.5 weeks, and then we can see where I finally sit and what plans are for the future. I have no problem. And if it helps even one person, it's been worthwhile.
49.6 and counting.
Round it up to 50. But yeah, 49.6 as of this morning. And like I said, that brought me to 199.2, and I haven't seen that number in like 7.5, 8 years. Right.
Wow.
So
Amazing.
great.
Well, thank you so
Yep.
much, Sukh. I hope you have a lovely rest of your Thursday, and we'll all see you in the community as you continue your journey.
Absolutely. Thanks, Alice. I hope I helped everybody who tuned in there. Much love to everyone. You guys have a great rest of Thursday, great rest of the week, and hopefully we'll talk soon.
Have a beautiful day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.